and then you have resistance, and then you have exhaustion. And I think we're getting over there close to exhaustion, I think. But in that alarm section, there's a default setting we all have. It's to fight or flee. To fight or flee. And our topic today is fight or flight. And our scripture said, in the Lord I take refuge. How can you say to me, flee like a bird to your mountain? The reason you can say it because we all have that tendency inside of us to know when to fight or when to flee. Now, some of us, we just fight. We just fight. And some of us, we just flee. We just flee. And after a while, you can only flee so far. And after a while, you can only fight so much. And the wisdom is knowing when to fight and when to flee and how to fight and how to flee. Sometimes, and as they said, wisdom is the better part of valor. So often is the case. Now, a challenge for us now is that it is hard to fight if you don't realize you're in a battle. It is hard to fight if you don't realize you're in a battle. I'm so worn out by this political season, just the politics part of it, just in politics, not politics in medicine and news and everything else. I'm just tired of all this time. I'm ready for it to be over. But we know about the election. We know about COVID. We know far too much about unrest. We know far too much about so many things. But you know what? In all of this, the one thing we can know, the battle we are in is not about politics. It's not about COVID. It's not about unrest, though those are all important. We're in a battle against the forces of darkness. In Ephesians 6:12, we read this: our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the powers of this dark world, against the spiritual forces of evil in heavenly realms, or high places is the way it's translated.